be reading Little Fish and the Great Unknown by Chayce Floyd. There once was a little fish in a big ocean. This little fish had everything he could ever ask for, and he never wanted to leave his home. Little Fish's parents always warned him. "Little Fish," they would say, "the great unknown is no place for a little guy like you. You should stay here with us forever." And Little Fish liked it that way. He spent his days floating and swimming and never thinking of the great unknowns that lurk beyond his doorstep. One night they had a ginormous storm. The water grew dark. Thunder growled like a shark. Little Fish's home shook with every wave until the biggest one crashed down and threw him tumbling out into the great unknown. Little Fish tried with all his might to swim back, but he was no match for the wild wind and waves that pushed him here and there and everywhere. Ouch! Little Fish woke with a fright. He opened his eyes to see a bright red crab staring him down. "You must be lost, Squirt. I've never seen you around here before," said Mr. Crab. "Yes, I am. That storm pulled me away from my home. I have no idea how to get back," Little Fish cried. He felt so scared. He had never been on his own before, and as he looked around, he didn't recognize anything. "Can you help me find my way home?" Mr. Crab felt sorry for Little Fish. "I can't take you home, but I know how to get you there. You'll want to follow the light. Beautiful fish like you always live in the brightest part of the ocean." Little Fish was grateful for Mr. Crab's knowledge, but when he looked around, he felt scared again. "You mean I'll have to go through the great unknown alone? Aren't there scary things in the dark?" He gulped. Mr. Crab thought hard. "I have an idea. When I'm scared, I burrow in the sand like this." Mr. Crab got close to the sand and shook his body until all the red was gone and only brown remained. Then he popped back up with a grin. "If you see something scary, just hide until it swims away. Now you try." Little Fish was unsure, but he took a deep breath, got close to the sand, and wiggled just like Mr. Crab did. Then he popped back up with a grin. "Oh, Mr. Crab, that's a great trick. Thank you for your help." Little Fish had just enough bravery that he swam away while Mr. Crab waved goodbye. Little Fish swam in the dark ocean, keeping his eyes peeled for any movement. Suddenly, he saw something shiny and green swimming right towards him. Little Fish went straight down into the sand and wiggled as fast as he could until he felt a tug on his fin. He was pulled out of the sand and looked straight into the eyes of a sea turtle. Little Fish had never met a sea turtle before. "Oh, please don't eat me," he begged. "I know my colorful scales are beautiful, but I won't taste good." The sea turtle laughed and Little Fish relaxed. The sea turtle had the friendliest smile he had ever seen. "I don't eat fish like you, silly. I eat jellyfish." She flashed him another smile. Little Fish wiped the sweat from his brow. "That's a relief. I'm lost, though. Can you help me find my way home?" Sea Turtle saw the fear in his eyes. She felt sorry for the little fish. "I can't take you home, but I know how to get you there. You'll want to follow the light. Kind fish like you always live in the brightest part of the ocean." Sea Turtle giggled. "You know, little fish, sometimes scary things chase me too. When I'm afraid, I just swim really fast and twirl my body like this." Sea Turtle swam far out and turned around. "Ready?" she called. "Ready," Little Fish answered. Sea Turtle took off and spun so fast she looked like a pinwheel. Sea Turtle slowed to a stop as she got close to the little fish. "See? Now you try." Little Fish wasn't sure he could spin like that, but he did exactly as she taught him. He swam so fast he felt like he was flying. Then, with all his might, he threw his body in circles, making a spout with the water behind him. "That's great," Sea Turtle called to him. "Thank you," he shouted back. Little Fish had just enough bravery that he swam away while Sea Turtle waved goodbye. Little Fish swam a little longer in the dark, spinning every time he got scared. He thought about his family. He wanted to go back home so badly. Exhausted from all the swimming, little fish decided to lay down for a nap. He knew he must have been dizzy from spinning so much, because he bumped right into a strange-looking fish with 8 skinny fins. The strange fish looked at him with worried eyes. She reminded him of his mom. He missed his mom. "Are you okay, honey?" she asked him. He started crying again. "No, I'm not okay. I'm lost, I'm scared, I miss my mom, and now I think I'm seeing things because I swear you have 8 fins. I just want to go home. Can you help me find my way home?" But she also felt sorry for the little fish. "Well, I can assure you you're not seeing things. I have 8 legs. I'm an octopus, silly, and I can't take you home, but I know how to get you there. You'll want to follow the light. Brave fish like you always live in the brightest part of the ocean." Octopus wanted to laugh, but little fish sighed. He was tired of hearing that. "I've been swimming towards the light for hours, and I'm still not there yet." "You'll make it, little fish," Octopus told him, stroking his head gently with one of her legs. "I know you're brave, but you have to remember to outsmart the scary things in the great unknown." "How can I do that?" he asked her. She chuckled. "You've been doing it all along, little fish. You've come all this way, making friends and learning new skills. Just swim a little longer." Octopus made little fish feel a lot better. He was brave, and he was kind, and he was beautiful. This time he set out, excited to tell his family about how he conquered the great unknown. "Goodbye, little fish." "Bye." Little fish could see the light getting bigger and brighter with every stroke of his fins. Soon enough, it wasn't dark anymore at all. He swam through familiar neighborhoods until he got to the house he knew best. As he pushed the door open, his parents swarmed him with hugs and kisses. "We've been so worried about you. Where were you?" they said. Little fish smiled. "I have so much to tell you." The end. I hope you enjoyed that story, friends. Thank you so much for listening.